esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers: 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. Esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers: 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers: 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. Esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers: 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. Esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers: 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers: 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. Esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers, 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. Esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers: 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you. esteemed Soul Masters, the first Soul Master tournament, attracting the attention of the entire continent, has officially begun. From this moment onward, your passion and strategies will forge legends. This is not just a battle for personal glory, but the ultimate trial to test the strength of your team's spirit. When the drums of war beat, only by entrusting your backed comrades worthy of that trust can you charge towards the throne of the top sect. Now let me introduce the rules of the Soul Master Tournament. The battlefield of the Soul Master Tournament is divided into 3 areas: the main battlefield, the northern mine, and the southern mine. The main battlefield can accommodate up to 40 Soul Masters, while the northern and southern mines can each host up to 30 Soul Masters. The maps for the northern and southern mines are identical and feature numerous crystal stones. Mining these stones provides energy, supporting battlefield skills on the main battlefield. On the main battlefield, there are 3 main routes for attack. Both sides have 10 defensive towers: 3 outer towers, 3 inner towers, 3 high ground towers, and 1 crystal base. The battlefield commander can use the energy obtained from the mines to activate battlefield skills for support. These skills can enhance the Soul Master's attack and defense, disrupt the enemy's defensive towers, rendering them incapable of attack, summon siege vehicles to strike enemy towers from a distance, and even teleport to rally teammates. On the main battlefield, defeating enemy Soul Masters or destroying enemy towers will earn tournament points. These points are crucial for determining the outcome of the match. The first side to score 50,000 points or destroy the enemy's crystal base wins the match. Remember, when the pickaxes of the mines resonate with the blades of battle, that is the true symphony of victory. The team that stands victorious on the podium will be the one that best understands how to conquer with both intelligence and cooperation, creating miracles. All Soul Masters, hear your command. Unleash your soul rings and let the entire continent crown you.
What is up, Soul Masters? We are back here for day 3. And again, we are your casters for today. My name is Fallen Sanity. And of course, together with Sayora.
Hello, 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 Masters. And again, of course, this is the third day of our matches. And right now, we have witnessed from yesterday's matches who gets to have their respective placements in the upper brackets and the lower brackets. So now, we will be proceeding to how the matches are going to pan out. So in a bit we will be showing you guys the updated brackets and as well as how the matches are going to be for today.
Yes, and definitely, guys, take an eye as well for the Seiya quest of the day, or the Seiya questions that's going to be popping up later on your screens, and get a chance to win as well some Razer Gold pins for your cosmetics.
Yes, definitely. And of course, right now we, as usual, are just waiting for our respective teams. But of course, while waiting, we will be showing you guys again some of my questions, which you have to tune in for, and as well as the polls and predictions, because again, from participating from these, you guys get to, grab some prizes up for grabs. And of course, before anything else, let's go ahead and show them the updated tournament brackets, which have happened from the previous matches.
Yes.
So there you go.
So from day 1, we have Fallen Fury and Athena and Arcane and Divine. But again, guys, Fallen Fury took the win there. And again, on the side of Arcane and Divine, Arcane is moving up on the second round. And speaking of the lower bracket, we have Athena right now and Nonoy and Divine versus Always G.
And then these are the lower brackets for today. Again, if I'm not mistaken, these are best of ones.
Yes.
And they will be the ones to determine our lower bracket semis. Who gets to basically participate. And right now, I'm pretty excited to see how these are going to pan out, because what a match that we have witnessed from yesterday. Again, the two matches that we've seen were totally different. One is basically a more snowball domino type of team fight, but the other one, which really took us by surprise, is basically Villain Era with their different plays and tactics that we too initially were not able to expect it at first. But of course, as what Fallen Sanity have mentioned from yesterday, sometimes the the lesser percentage from the community is also a motivation to prove them wrong.
Yes, especially like what I mentioned, Villain Era yesterday took everyone like out of their seats because they've been doing this surgical strategy, and they just want to commend the shot caller or the commander of this guild.
Yes.
And I'm gonna name him the Doctor right now.
Yeah, it's Zofan.
Yes,
Zofan's the guild leader or the sect leader of Villain Era.
Yes, the Doctor managed to patch everything in one area into their one goal in winning in this tournament for the Soul Master tournament.
Yes, indeed. And I'm pretty excited to see if we are to see something similar with that, especially with the lower brackets as well, because again, you have to take note that the participants from the lower brackets are the ones that were initially defeated by the upper bracketers. So now I'm going to expect a different type of gameplay that will be coming in from these teams, because I'm pretty sure they do not want to be snowballed or to be basically taken aback by the aggressiveness that their enemy team is going to dish out. So I'm really expecting something different from our teams this time around, because this is something that they really have to fight for, because this is a fight for a spot or a slot once again in towards our tournament. Because once they lose here, unfortunately, we are actually going to witness eliminated teams for today.
Yes. And again, this is going to be like everything on the line for these four guilds right now. So if they want to proceed on this, they need to, pump up their energy. Same goes with their strategy as well. This is the time that they need to pull off everything there in their strat book. So again, This is, I believe that we're gonna see something unique today. I believe this is the perfect time to, pull those crazy plays.
Yes, definitely. And speaking of crazy plays, let's now introduce once again our participating teams for the lower bracket. So on to our first match of the lower brackets, we do have Team Athena versus Team Nonoy. And right now, let's see how things are going to pan out for both of our teams. Once again, for Team Athena, they do have Mizore as their guild leader. And for the side of Nonoy, they do have Ama King as their sec leader.
Yes. And we have some notable classes or notable players here. 11 on the side of Athena, Ruler of Sky. And last night, these players are the one who actually made a difference on the side of Athena, including Citrus, while on the side of Nonoy, we're talking about Lin Ming Yu and Pixel, and of course, Star Razor and Ong Ong.
Yes, I have been seeing Nongru as well as Wang Lap Kung do escalate his amount of damage from Team Nonoy from the last match that they've had. So I'm pretty excited to see how they are going to play this out, because again, during the match of Team Nonoy, they were able to really start off pretty well in towards their matches. It was only up until the systematic process of Zuofan and Villain era that they were able to really thrive up until the very end, like actually running down the timer for them to not just I think they weren't able to collect 50,000, but they were able to finish up the match by the end of the timer. So that is something that we have to consider as well.
Yes, and definitely, this is actually one of my favorites of the day. Let's go ahead and show the Seiya Ask question.
Yes, my Seiya Ask question: which sec will win the first battle? Of course, let's start it off with the poll, right? Let's see the crowd favorites. Do comment down which team you are supporting and in favor of, or just simply, who gets to win. Who do you think will win? Is it Team Athena or Team Nonoy? Go ahead and comment it down, and we'll be showing you the community predictions shortly.
Yes, and again, for those who's voting, guys, make sure to type it in as well in the comment section so people will know who are you, voting for this.
Yes. This is basically your time to raise the
flag.
flag.
Yes.
And okay, so because of that as well, in a bit we will be giving you some Seiya Asks portion in a bit. But of course, once again, guys, do take note that the two tournaments the two matches that we'll be seeing for tonight are best of ones only. Again, the stakes are high as they are basically fighting for their spot, so they have no more room for leniency, because this is basically their last chance for this tournament.
Yes. So again, guys, I'm pretty excited on this one. We're gonna check in a bit of the lineup as well, or how many players or what class are going to be going into the main battlefield, and same goes with the mining area. Again, guys, if you haven't downloaded yet, guys, Soul and New World is a perfect chance for you to download it, because again, everyone is hopping here on this game, so don't get left out and just download the game right now.
Yes, and again, this type of game is something that has its different flavor, because not only you get to do the common main story or side quests, but there are lots of activities that you can do as well for you to power up. There are so many resources, and there are so many tasks that you can do for you to really level up. And the good thing about it here is that you really get to have a feels of your combat power with the amount of upgrades and the amount of skill sets that you can equip your character. So one of them, which is basically apart from your chosen class, are the special skill sets and the hidden weapons. Another one would be the equipment of your soul cards, your soul rings, as well as your necessary flowers,
Yes.
your necessary plants. So there are so many resources that you can use to level up and power up. And the good thing about it is that a majority of the resources that you actually obtain, you really have a lot of good use for that. So it's really interesting because this is something, this is a type of game that you can really, you know, grind for.
Yes, and for those people who's asking, yes, Sayora is playing the game.
Yes,
and that's me. Let me do it for you.
Okay,
let
go
me do
for it. Go for it.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and check the Seiya Ask.
Yes, and my question for tonight, the first question: what sets Soland New World apart from other MMORPGs?
Ooh.
What sets Soland New World apart from any other MMORPGs? I mean, if you listen to what I just mentioned earlier, you would know the answer, right? So, A fully destructible environment, or B, a unique martial soul system, C, a survival a survival game, or D, a single player storyline. So go ahead and comment what you think is the best answer for this one, because again, 2 winners will be chosen here to win yourselves some Razor Gold pins. Right. So that is the first question of Zaya Asks, and of course we will be having more of those. So you make sure to tune in, because those questions appear out of nowhere. You wouldn't know when or how. It's just gonna appear there.
Yeah. So basically, guys, if every time that she's speaking, make sure to take notes, because that might be a clue on her next questions. I'm just
Yes.
giving you a tip, guys. I'm just giving you a tip.
I mean, you didn't have to say that. Now they know the technique.
Yeah, that's the technique, guys. Technique number 1, always listen to Seiya.
I mean, Fallen also has his own moments, because
Yeah.
Sometimes he does mention the answers to my questions that he doesn't know that he mentions.
I'm actually caught off guard most of the time. But yeah, again, guys, don't forget, later on we're gonna have more Seiya Ask here in the Soland New World, the first Soul Master tournament on our day 3. So again, guys, a lot of in-store surprises again for our GVGs, and not only that, for the Razor Gold pins as well.
Yes. All right. So let's see what the community says about this matchup. So if you look at that, the community prediction says Athena will be hailed the triumphant sect by 71%, and Team Nonnoy by 29%. Now, what is your opinion?
Okay, my opinion is 29% is very near to 35%. Okay.
Okay.
And 71% is very near to the 65% as well. Right? So I'll go for Nonnoy for this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
As
okay.
long as they are near at the 35%, they have a chance.
Okay.
Nonnoy, let's go.
All right, but okay, I will be going in for Team Athena, simply because I hear the people. I hear our masters out there, and as well, Athena also really did a good job as well in their previous match, right? So I do want to still count them in, right? And I don't really want to discard them, because I'm pretty sure they did have an ample amount of time to prep for this matchup, because again, this is the last chance for them to really fight for their spot. And speaking of fight for their spot, let us now head on to the holding area, wherein both of our teams are going to keep themselves and prepare themselves for this fight.
Yes. Again, guys, a lot of expectations is going to be thrown out to these two guilds right now. Like what Seiya mentioned, this is going to be a best of 1, and whoever loses on this will be, dropped out, basically. And the winner will be proceeding on the next round. But again, for those who's watching, guys, again, this is going to be the first Soul Master tournament here at Soland New World. So if you're playing the games, guys, this is the servers that has that's actually fighting. This is server number 7. Yes.
And what's the other server? I don't want to see what the other server is, but if I'm not mistaken, this is Team Athena, the server 7.
Yeah.
And then it's it is Team Athena for the server 7. So I am. Let's check later on for team Nonnoy. Okay, because I think both of our split screen are still under Team Athena, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, let's see later in a bit. Team Nonnoy, what server they are. I think it was 11 or was it 17?
17.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere there. But okay, we're just waiting for them, and of course we're also waiting for the game to start in 2 minutes time. Because again, apart from the timer, again this is basically in preparation or any other skill sets to be changed, any hidden weapons or necessary changes that they have to do for this one. And if you notice that their mounts are also active here, so pretty safe to say that these are also extra hands for them to utilize. And how about you? What are your thoughts for both of our teams? Because yeah, you did mention that you were on the side of Team Nonnoy for this one, but what is your expectation for this one?
Well, Athena basically, yes, I believe the community is right. They have have more firepower basically, because they fought one of the top guilds on the upper bracket as well. And for Nonnoy, I believe they learned a lot from their previous match, and same goes with yesterday's match as well. So definitely we might see some split push as well, because again, yesterday, Villain Era proved their way that they can actually execute. Yes, they can actually execute without putting 100% of their members into one area. They decided to split up, forcing their enemy to play their game.
Yes.
That's actually what I like about Villain Era. So I think in the side of Nonnoy, they saw that coming and they saw what they can actually do. But the question there is it going to be effective? Like, everyone watched that tournament yesterday. So the guilds right now might be expecting multiple pushes from different lanes. And same goes with the mining area. Definitely the mining area is one of the spots where you can actually farm points there. And again, for those who's wondering how to get points, basically you can actually get a points via killing the players as well. So super easy on that pointing system. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So that's actually basically my expectation. New strats, but again, if it's not broken, why fix it? Just stay in the middle. That's one of the things that they can actually do as well.
Again, as you mentioned earlier, right? So Team Nonnoy was, if not the first, actually, that were able to experience a very different strategy than the usual, right? So they are basically also the first ones to get a grasp or to get a grip on how this is, played out, or how effective it is to be. So this is an opportunity for them either to execute by themselves or to counter it if ever it happens again with Team Athena. The problem here, however, or not really a problem, it's more of a speculation, right?
Yeah.
If in the event that Team Nonnoy were the ones to execute that said split push, there is an amount of percentage of success, because they basically, both Villain Era and Nonnoy are two different teams, right?
Yeah.
So you can't really say the success rate. But speaking of
the fight right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be Athena versus Nonnoy right now on your screen. And as you can see, Athena right now is just charging in on the side of Nonnoy. Like what I'm saying, they might be doing a split push here. They're not putting a full effort at the middle. They know that it will take time in order for them, or in order for Athena, take that tower away on their hands. And as you can see, guys, huge damage here. They're trying to throw those hits on the tower, but again, they need to be careful, guys, because again, the players can actually drop those peacock plums damage that we are seeing later on. And there you go, guys. Quick damage there. But again, they're trying to push in. Athena right now trying to be defensive on this one. They're still sticking on the tower. Tower is still healthy on this. But again, no push. Quick hold there. Still maximizing the space here. Quick PP there. Dropping down. no damage. And again, everyone is trying to fall back. 11 as well on the side of Athena is trying to force in. Quick debuffs there, quick refresh there. As you can see, quick engagement on the side of Nonoy. Nonoy right now is on the momentum here. They are killing the rest of the players in the middle of Athena.
Definitely, and they're basically prioritizing, you know, to basically eradicate the members of Team Athena at the moment. But right now, let's see, both teams are still, you know, pretty much close to each other as they do they do have a similar strat, which is to take the people down from the rear ends of their party. Sword formations to and fro for both sides of the teams, and as well as the sort of the west peak to amplify a lot of damage there. So more members of Nonoy were basically, you know, taken down.
Yes.
Meanwhile, going in and transition onto the other sides as well, going in for those skills. Beautifully executed as well for the side of Team Athena, but right now onto the other side.
Yes, on the other side right now, Nonoy right now is very consistent on taking out the left wing. I believe this is going to be on the tower, top tower. They're going to be pushing server 11, guys. If you are in server 11, guys, represent right now. Nonoy right now is trying to destroy the tower, but again, a few players of the side of Athena is protecting server 7. Buttercakes trying to sustain, but again, guys, they got caught on that SF. SF right now is holding the remaining players. They cannot go out, and as you can see, huge damage there. And there you go, one wipe, two wipe on the side of Athena. Nonoy saying a statement here that they want to push in. That percentage is not even a thing on them. Athena losing the grip at the right side, as you can see. But again, Nonoy is very consistent on this one, trying to go in. But again, guys, quick SF there, getting caught there. No punish, but yes, there is a punish. 2, 3, 4 down inside of Athena. Athena right now is scrubbing on the top side. They're still focusing on the middle. But again, Nonoy doesn't care about the middle. They just want to go and smash this top lane.
Yes, indeed. So both sides of the teams are really fighting it out on the respective lanes right now. But again, we do see Nonoy a little bit of an aggression here. So far, they are the ones tower diving in towards the middle lane, as well as the vacuum and a lot of sword formations, as well as the sort of the west peak. And they are actually pushing in. They're basically ignoring the turret here, and they're focusing on destroying destroying the lanes. But right now, onto the other side, however, Athena is striving as well to defend that turret.
Yes. Let's go ahead and see the middle fight here so we can focus up. And there you go. Everyone doesn't want to back down. It's a slugfest right now. 11 right now fronting here, dropping those Black Lotus. And here we go on the mining area. Mining area, they are stuck at the respawn point. Athena doesn't want to give up. They just want to farm the remaining players of Nonoy. Nonoy, on the other hand, still have the 350 energy on their belt. They can still use this if they want to flip things out versus Athena. While on the main battlefield, it is actually an exchange of fights here. 2,320 on the side of Athena with 1,190 energy left on their end. And Meow Meow charging their group here. They want to push in. Sorry, baby, this is not for you. And he's going down. And it's come to the end that they're going to be pushing this. They want to win the middle fight. But again, guys, on the side of mining area, non-stop fight. Sayora. OMG.
I mean, there are so many fights that are happening on both areas, but I do want to chime in a little bit of my question, right? So what is the primary function of a mortal soul? What is the primary function of a mortal soul? Is it A, it grants us special combat abilities, B, it allows players to craft, C, it determines movement speed, or D, it's used for trading items. So guys, go ahead and comment down what you think the correct answer is for you guys to get a chance to win Razor Gold Pins. But again, going back in towards the action, again, as mentioned by Fallen earlier, we do see different types of play that's coming in for both the main battlefield and the mining area. But this time around, we are seeing an amount of dominating feat from Team Nonoy at the moment as they are slowly climbing in towards both the mid lane and onto the side lanes as well, slowly destroying the turrets and slowly gaining this map control right here. That's a little bit too much for Athena at the moment.
Yes. And as you can see, Athena right now trying to defend here. At the same time, they're going to be on offense. Nona on the other hand, right side right now, we have a split screen. Let's go ahead and focus in one because everyone is actually having a good fight here on the right side. They're actually dropping those sword formation, making sure that no one will escape here. But again, they're trying to battle back on this one. But again, Nordoy doesn't want to give up. They want to push in despite of that low people on the right side. They managed to secure like 6 kills, but Athena answered back that you cannot move in this area. You cannot take our tower. We're going to push you out.
All right, I do want to see though the amount of points that both of our teams have gathered already, because at the moment we are seeing that Team Nonoy were able to win out their fights as seen here on the left side, and then onto towards the right there is a little bit of a more even out battle between the two. I do want to see how the points are at right now, and as well as the mining areas, but right now we are seeing here a little bit of a dominated fight at the moment for at least for the sides of Team Nonoy. But right now, as we're here onto the screen, there's a little bit of catching up for the side of Team Athena right now. They were still able to defend that turret there, and onto the other side of the lanes though, Team Nonoy now goes and proceeds forward. And here you go.
Yes, as you can see, it's actually an even fight right now. Score is still 3,860 on the side of Athena. And this is going to be a different one because, again, we are seeing the battle of the Soul Masters here. It's going to be a 5v5, and as you can see, server 7, which is repping Athena here. They managed to win and advancing with additional 10,000 points. None right now is left behind with 13,000 points. But again, guys, it's not over. We saw this scenario yesterday, and there is a huge chance still on the side of None. I mean, as long as they are actually, breaking the towers, breaking the last crystal, they can still win this fight.
Again, at the same time, however, this is something that, as much as possible, I feel like Team Nonoy has to do something about, because yes, we have seen this yesterday, but this is also the similar thing that happened before, where in Team Nonoy were the ones who are at an advantage, and then later on jumps on the score because they were basically targeting the soul flag.
Yeah.
So this is something that they have to prevent this time around to happen, or else this could be a repeat of what have happened yesterday.
Yes. And as you can see, it's kind of slowing down on the side of None right now. The aggression is not there anymore. Actually, the push is collapsing slowly. But again, they need to regroup on this one. They need to re-strategize what is going to be the goal for this one. But I believe they have set one team on the north side, making sure that Athena doesn't have full force in the middle, so they can actually take out the middle forces. And as you can see, at the middle, Starrazor is going to be going in. They have the skill. There you go, dropping big bomb there. And as you can see, the Peacock Blum dropping on top of Athena, but Athena is still sustaining that one. One player jumps in, no vacuum, no support. And there you have it, guys. Two-way battle versus Athena and Nonoy.
This is quite interesting because Athena are basically holding their turf on towards the main battlefield. I feel like they're more prioritized on towards the map wherein they can gather up more points. And I think this is something that Team Nonoy has to take into consideration of, because the more that they do prioritize the lanes, the more that I feel like Athena is just capitalizing on towards the other goals or the other objectives to where they can farm more sec points.
Yes, definitely. Athena right now is actually just sustaining the middle. They don't want to put anything on the other side. But again, on the side of Nonoy, they decided just to go on the north side because they have more chance on doing the north side. It's going to be the... I mean, they're just planning to trade towers here.
which is, I feel like, a bit risky. But then again, I do want to see the status for the mining areas later on. But right now, so far, Athena is trying to still hold ground for the turrets right here. They do not want it to be broken anytime soon. Meanwhile, onto the left side, they are trying to breach out the turret for against Team Nonoy, but then at the same time, I feel like they're also prioritizing the kills as well, just to gain those extra points to be added on to their total score. So right now, Team Athena is a little bit more stable in guarding or protecting this lane that they have, and as well as, you know, gathering kills in the process. So look at that 10 amount of score that Athena was able to really gather here.
Yes, Athena right now is charging in. They managed to break the offensive team of Nonoy. Nonoy right now is going to be facing a big trouble here because we're seeing almost a full force of Athena destroying the tower. Again, we're talking about a huge lead coming from Athena, and still, Sayora, they're not spending any energy yet on their belt. So meaning they might have a plan on this one, dropping huge damage later on.
The best bet that they could really do is to really pour or dish out majority of the buffs coming in from the later parts of the game, because the mere fact that they were able to collect a lot of points already, even though they were not, they haven't used or capitalized these energies right now, this is something big for Team Athena, because the gap is already evident between the two of them, and this is going to give Nonoy a little bit of a difficulty when it comes to, you know, catching up in towards the score line. I mean, although Team Nonoy is also preserving their energies, if you compare, but into the other side though, we see a wipeout in this specific lane here. But let's see if the follow-up will come through for Team Athena.
Yes, this is actually the plan. I think they're just planning to move on the north side just to divert, just put like several players on the side of Athena, and they're just going to be going on the full middle push here. And here we go. They're just jumping, but again, that's a bad jump. What are you doing there? And here you go, counter initiation on the side of Nonoy. Nonoy right now is just trying to split up, and they're planning to destroy the first tower again, going back to the first objective. But again, guys, quick PP there, dropping. Again, quick ESF, trying to remove the debuff there and making sure that everyone is not getting status there. Here we go, no luck in yet. PB, and at the same time, Athena right now charging in, trying to deal damage, but they need to be careful in this. They need to scout the left and right, because they might get again by their flex team of Nonoy.
We're now seeing some amount of retaliation from Team Athena this time around. They are the ones who's now wiping out the members of Team Nonoy and advancing in towards the lanes. And again, I would like to highlight as well that Athena has not used their energy just yet, and they are already able to gather up 4k energy points. So if they are to utilize this for the later parts of the game, then this is going to leave Nonoy a little bit of a difficulty in catching up with the points. As again, although so far Nonoy is doing a very steady performance, you have to take note of the scores that were gathered, so it's also safe to assume that it's a little bit of a rocky road for them here in the main battlefield. And speaking of, there is the domination here. They're trying to corner it out. There goes the vacuum, but there's no follow-up from the side of Team Athena, which Team Nonoy was able to capitalize on just to get that equilibrium back. But then again, going back in towards the game here, they're just basically scattered all around with low HP, and this is now the time for Athena to thrive. With so many skills to be dished out with the PPs and as well as the Sword of the West Peak. But then again, look at how Athena was able to come back to that.
Yes. Guys, that is the 1-2 combo of C3s and 11, showing that they can actually wipe the entire forces of Nonoy. And as you can see, right now, Athena is just at the middle. Oh, here we go. It's going to be a quick vacuum, but like what Saya mentioned, no follow-up on that damage. And here we go. Middle, right now, trying to destroy the tower. As you can see, Raskeya sustaining Anya as well. Quick vacuum. 11 right now charging in. He's just destroying everyone. He got locked up here. Can we see how quick focus on 11? 11 is sustaining on that PP. 11 charging in, doesn't want to stop. We need to follow 11. Let's go. 11 is dead, guys. 11 is dead.
The amount of sustain, though, that he was able to maintain, to say the least. But then right now, this is an opportunity for Nonoy to fight back. With more members up on their sleeve, they could go for the wipeout. And speaking of that, they already got Dark Dahlia, and now they are proceeding for that double kill there.
Ooh.
In towards the middle lane. And now 11 is back with the sword
You need
formation.
to stop that guy.
He needs to be stopped. He needs
You
to
need
be
to knock him up.
reversed. He needs to be suppressed. But look at that. The amount of pinch damage that's being
Back
there. But
up.
the heal
Oh.
there. Vacuum as well. Where is the follow-up? Double
11.
lagging for them. 11 here just trying to sustain the crowd control. And the wipeout is happening here. Just in time for the members of Athena to go for the backup.
Wow. 11 wiping 12 players. Woo! Why you do that, 11? Why you do that?
Oh.
11. This beast right now.
He
Wow.
is cooking, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, towards the upside of our map, we do see here members of Nonoy were able to take down a few members of Athena. But then again, low HP coming in. Is this the time to back it up? Oh, look at that sustain. Look at that longevity
Yes,
here. We do see here the swords
They get
coming
pushed.
in. There is the push, but where is the retaliation? They do lack the members here. Nonoy has a capability to fight back, but in the rear lines, Kraken with the vacuum. Once again, where is the follow-up damage? Where is it? Where they kind of lack the
Yes.
members at the moment here for Athena. Such a missed opportunity, but then again, I feel like this is also part of their plan.
Yes.
Because other members of Athena may or may not be in the other sides of the lane.
Yes, this is not serious if 11 is not here. Siren right now, one of the famous players right now on the side of Athena is here. Let's see if Siren can actually do something about this. Again, it's a wipe right now. Nonoy is back on their base. They're trying to fall back. But again, they're just guiding the remaining players. They still have one thing to destroy. That's Siege Cannon. Well, we're going to be back at the middle. Middle still in on a defensive mode on the side of Nonoy. On the side of Athena, everyone is just focusing up that, you know, playing safe. That they need to take out the middle. Quick PP there. No capitalization. But again, guys, quick push here. Coming on the side of Nonoy. Nonoy right now, quick vacuum. No luck up there. But again, guys, quick PP again. Huge damage, guys. Here we go. C3 still alive. But again, guys, you cannot stand the numbers on the side of Nonoy. Nonoy is going to be counter-attacking on this.
Let's see how this is going to pan out, because slowly but surely Nonoy are actually capturing out to the energy points and the scores. But we still do not want to count Athena out. You have to take note, they still do have the 10k plus lead in terms of points, right? So they are trying to breach in the turret here, but this is a call for retreat for the side of Team Nonoy right now, as members of Team Athena are already crashing in towards our middle lane. They might try to go onto the sidelines later on, but then looking at it at the moment, Team Nonoy already on the defense for the side of this turret, and let's see how it goes. A little bit of a quick PP there just to go for amount of sustain. Anya dealing an amount of damage there, or amount of depleted health. Oh, Soju was able to be taken down by Team Nonoy with also the help of the turret. And now breaching into the other lane, Team Nonoy is there, but Vendor may try to put a stop to this. There is the vacuum, there is the sustain, there are the Swords of the West Peak, and trying to delay their pushes. And the Soul Flag was claimed by Athena.
It's Nonoy!
It's Nonoy?
Nonoy,
Were you
because
able to get it?
Siren and 11 wasn't there.
Oh.
So definitely, that is a clutch play. Speaking of 29%, here we go. The
Here
boys
we
is back on the
go.
scoreboard. Like what I mentioned, guys, Nonoy is doing it.
Yes.
Here we go.
Nonoy is doing it, and for Team Athena, this is your opportunity to actually get and use your energy because you're already on cap and you haven't utilized it ever since the beginning of the game.
They're saving it. They're saving it. And there you go. Nonoy right now with the confidence, bagging 31K on their points right now. They're back on the scoreboard, making a statement that, you know, patience pays well.
Patience is a virtue.
Yes. And I think what Nonoy is doing here, they're just luring 11 at the middle. They know that 11 cannot go inside the tower, forcing 11 to fight there and pushing on the north side as well. That's actually a good one.
They're trying to bank out on 11's capability to actually sustain. So they're just doing some diversion plays here, just so that they wouldn't, you know, be able to identify where to exactly place 11. But with the scores as well, Athena was able to actually get past through them.
Yeah.
By a few chunk of points. So I can safely assume that it's either one, they're base camping in towards the mining area, or two, they're just basically gathering points from the kills that they are to obtain.
Yes.
But the question is, up until what extent? Because right now, again, as I said it is right, they are base camping in at the moment, but there is a chance for Nonoy to retaliate because the scores are not that far.
Yes, I agree on that. And as you can see on the mining area, like what we mentioned, this is going to be an exchange of fights. At the end of the day, it's going to be the main battlefield still will determine who will win this match. And as you can see, guys, majority of the players right now on the side of Athena is down. Just to give you a quick info, every time that you be dropping those peacock plumes, it will have like 60 seconds cooldown. So you better make sure that you're dropping, yes, maximizing it. But again, this counter initiation right now, trying to pincer attack the remaining players of Nonoy. Nonoy is got stuck here. We have some few players attacking the back lane as well and the front line. And like what I mentioned, guys, it's not only the middle that you can actually go for the Stolen New World tournament. You can always go back in any direction. And as you can see, Nonoy learned a lot from their yesterday's fight, making sure that they are diverting, splitting, surgically attacking the enemy or Athena in every possible way that they can to prevent as well Athena on producing good damage at the middle.
That's right, and we do see here, although in terms of points, there is a little bit of an advantage for Athena, but again, Athena has to take note. They haven't used much of their energy points, and as well, we have to take consideration the turrets that has been, you know, been destroyed. So they do have to play a little bit more strategically on this one, or else Nonoy would have the capability to clutch it off.
Yes, and here we go, guys. Flash. This is a full push on the side of Nonoy, trying to go in the middle, guys. Quick vacuum there, quick PP. Again, that's a good PP on the side of Athena. Athena managed to push down. They're actually putting 11 in front, making sure that they have the wall. Yes, 11 is the wall on the side of Athena, charging in with spears. And here we go on the tower as planned on the side of Nonoy. Nonoy right now trying to divert, trying to move on left and right, trying to dish out damage. Quick ESF, trying to remove the debuff, quick Envy as well. And here we go, this is the perfect opportunity to drop in big bombs on the side of Nonoy. Nonoy, what is your action? 50% on the tower right now. Quick arrows there, but again, that arrow hit nothing on the side of Nonoy. But again, quick defense here on the side of Nonoy as well. They are managing the tower. Tower still healthy. Everyone is responding back, trying to help in, and there you have it, guys. Athena got the wipe at the middle. But the question here is, where is the remaining players of Nonoy?
Yes, but at the same time, though, it worked quite favorably for the side of Nonoy, the mere fact that they were able to surpass the points this time around. My question as well is what is happening with the energy? And speaking of that, we're just here in towards the base crystal.
Like what we say here, it's a Pugak gaming. Let's go.
What?
Push and gang.
Okay.
Oh, you don't know that? Let's push and gang.
Okay.
There you have it, guys. Guys, Saya learned something new today.
You
Let's
learn
go.
something every day.
Yes, here we go.
Okay.
Quick sustain there on the side of Athena. They don't want to lose any tower anymore. But Nono is still confident. But again, they need to be careful because they're actually 15k, 14k away on winning this. Or 16k away from winning this on the side of Athena.
You know, my question here again for the side of Athena is why are they not using their energy? When are they going to use this? What is the specific time that they're waiting for these to be used?
Whoa!
Because right now, look at the fiasco that's happening here in this lane. It's both of the teams scattered out, but then it's advantageously for Team Athena. They are able to work this out. They're trying to disperse, they're trying to contain the damages, but both sides of the team are experiencing wipeouts. And this time around, in terms of points, in terms of sustain, we are seeing it from Team Nonoy. All right, the PP was also used back there enough to basically shove off the members of Athena. Mizore being the remaining member remaining right now as Ruru goes for into the chase. There is the vacuum though. Where is the follow-up? There is the sword of the West P coming in from Min. And right now in towards the base crystal though. We do see here they're trying their valiant effort to go for the defend, but then again, a 25% HP of the base crystal is destroyed. They're waiting for the perfect time to destroy this, but then look at this one. We do see a success in terms of defense for the side of Athena.
Yes, and what I mentioned, it's the Pulgak meta right now on the side of Nonoy. They're doing it. Again, guys, they managed to force 11 to portal back to their base. Citrus as well, portaling back on the base. And the one thing that they're not noticing is, if you're going to check the left and right of the side of Athena, they're getting hit really bad. What they're focusing right now, they're getting a tunnel vision here. They're just focusing what's in front of them. But again, Nonoy is thinking outside of the box and hitting other sides, making sure that they're disabling the supports as well. No heals, no PP, no ESF, or any buffs that can actually be thrown out on that fight. That's what Nonoy's goal for this.
Again, there is still the question of me as to the energy of Athena. Why?
Well, to be fair, they're actually spending the energy right
They
now.
are.
But again, if you're going to notice, it's been 3-7 for the past few minutes. But the reason why they're not spending it, because they're not gaining any more energy, because Nonoy is keep getting the crystal.
So they're saving.
They're not saving it. Basically, Nono is getting the crystal and they keep using the skills for the team. And Athena is just saving because the moment that their energy depleted, they cannot cast any more skills because they're losing on the mining field.
But speaking of losing, I feel like Athena's still trying to fight everything off despite this. And right now, they are going to go back to defending their turf once again, trying to call their comrades because look at this. 20 seconds left on the clock. Athena was still able to gather up points just in time to clutch everything out. 13 seconds, 12, and they're just trying to defend this base crystal off. 7 seconds on the dot, and they're going to just collect it. They don't have time to go and catch up, and the timer is out. It's actually a clutch play
It's part of the plan.
Team
It's part of the plan.
Athena. Wow. Look at 11.
Oh, this is like blue team.
Yeah. So, wait. So, isn't it? Yeah. So, it's Athena, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a clutch. So, looking at the battlefield status right here, everyone, we see 11 with 378 kills and 126 assists, followed by the other members of, the blue side as well, and as well as the red side. I mean, you see there's a mix of both teams here because of how close the fights were. And let's check out the battlefield statuses as well. You see that there are two. Both sides were able to really gain a certain amount of ranking. and that's actually the Soul Rabbit. So right now, Dalyar with that, first ranking in towards our sub-battlefield status. But then, thoughts?
Wow. To be fair, guys, we are sweating right now. We are sweating of excitement, and we are super thrilled seeing that fight, because that is actually a very clutch play
That was so
from Athena.
close. Like-
No one noticed that they only have like few seconds.
Yeah.
So Athena thought that if they're gonna be going for the PvP and gain those points right away, they can just, sit back on their crystal and just do nothing.
And
Wow.
defend their
Yeah.
turf. And I mean, I was low-key ready to, have Team Nonoy there,
Yeah.
up there, because the base crystal was very low on HP already. So I feel like I do have an answer to my question. They waited for that few seconds
Yes.
moment of the timer to use whatever resources Athena has for them to capitalize on just, focusing on gathering more points in comparison with Team Nonoy. And that is an interesting strat that you can actually execute, because this type of gameplay is for the late game.
Yeah.
And you have to have a lot of confidence in fishing
Yeah.
this out.
I think earlier, I think there is like one clash that like Nonoy like really mixed up. Like supposed to be they are not going for that fight, but
Yes.
instead they just went in and have that like gank versus Athena. But Athena noticed immediately that this is the perfect opportunity. 11 charging in. And with the tankiness and Citrus by doing the damage as well, I mean, Nonoy got wiped out. I think that's the turning point on that match.
That is true, and we just witnessed something that is, a new strategy to watch out for. So let's let's see the new and the other teams rather
next match.
that will be participating into our next match. So again, this is into the losers bracket still. Our match number 2 would be Team Divine and Team Always G. So Team Divine will be led by Isaki. That was from yesterday and today as well. And for the side of Always G, it's going to be Nats. I mean, you're quite familiar with Team
Yeah.
Always G here.
Yes, definitely. But I just want to do a quick step back here, and just want to congratulate the teams earlier. They actually performed really, really well, and I could actually say that that's actually one of the best fights
Yes.
that we have in the tournament so
Yes.
far. That is the closest one that we have as well. And again, guys, we have the poll question earlier, and right now we have the second poll question. There you go.
Yes, the second
Oh.
poll question would be, which sect will win the second battle? So basically,
Yes.
this is your predictions, dear masters. So comment down on the chat your supporting team. Which
Yep.
team are you supporting, and which team do you think will be hailed the victors for the second match of our lower brackets? Will it be Team, Divine or Team Always G? But of course, another question
Yes.
for you guys, as I do, Zaya asks once again. So, which martial soul is best for controlling enemy movements? Which martial soul is best to control enemy movements? Is it A, Soft Bone Rabbit, B, Haoshan Hammer, C, Blue Silvergrass, or D, Evil Fire Phoenix? What's your answer? What do you think's the answer? Okay, I'm not gonna.
If I'm gonna answer that, guys,
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, you know what, chat? You tell us the answer. You tell us who do you think you know, controls the enemy movement.
Can I make like hand signs?
No, you
Ah,
can't.
okay.
No, you can't. you're gonna give them a clue,
Okay.
and because you know the winners here will be having Razor Gold pins, right? So no teaching, no teaching.
Okay.
Okay. We'll now proceed to the holding area of our next match of the night, which is between Team Divine and Team Always G.
Yes.
Okay, so let me check real quick. So Team Always G. Yeah, I'm still looking. Who are they in server 3?
So, yeah, I believe they're
Are
server
they
3.
the ones? Wait. Let me double check. Yes, they are server 3. Okay, and then Team Divine is 20, server 20.
Yes.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. Again, guys, for those who's watching right now, you're watching Soul and New World and the Soul Master Tournament. The first ever Soul Master Tournament is actually live now. We are actually on the 3rd day. Again, guys, we are your casters for tonight. My name is Fallen Sanity, together with, of course, with Sayora, bringing you the action on the floor.
Yes.
There you go. Again, for the people who haven't downloaded yet the game, Soul and New World is available, so make sure to download now. And again, don't forget to check the questions later on because you might win some awesome Razor Gold pins.
Yes, how I wish I can participate too, considering I also play the game. I'm kidding. But again, these Razor Gold pins are for you,
Yes.
dear master. So all you have to do is basically participate on To My Zaya Asks. And you may have yourselves, you know, some amazing rewards up in store. And don't worry, because there are more questions for you and as well as for the upcoming days.
Yes.
So make sure to tune into that as well.
Yep. And again, guys, we are actually 2 minutes away from the final battle of the night. Again, guys, caster prediction. Is it going to be Team Divine? Are you waving the flag of server 20? Or are you raising the flag of server 3 under the banner or under Always G? Let us know in the comment section, guys. We would love to know what guild are you supporting, guys. Keep spamming in the chat. And again, if you haven't shared the stream yet, this is the perfect time for you to share this because this is one of the epic battles that we're gonna have for today.
Yes. And I would like to know, you know, just waiting. While we're waiting for them in the holding
Alright, are we
area.
going to talk about the percentage again?
Later, in a bit,
go.
but I do want to know what's your server. What's your server?
Oh, I'm not,
Why aren't you playing with us? What's your server?
basically, Fallen Sanity, Fallen Fury. Yeah, you do the math.
okay.
Yeah, you do the math.
Okay. Okay. All right. But of course, I would like to know as well the results of our community poll
Yes.
in a bit. But at least on your opinion, who do you think will be hailed victorious here without looking at the
Yeah.
percentage?
I mean, based on their performance yesterday, this is going to be like an equal fight, basically.
Okay.
Yes. This is going to be like
Alright.
50-50.
For
But
you?
I'm not sure with the poll, but for me, it's going to be 50-50.
Yours is gonna be 50-50.
Yeah, I might go for... I'm going to stick with my guns, like always G.
Okay, always
Day one.
G. Okay.
Day one, let's go.
All right. Okay. So I'll be, of course, you know, just because I would like to oppose you, I'll be
Oppose
going.
you.
I'll be going with Team Divine. But you know, in all seriousness, though, with the performance of both Always G and Divine, they're pretty much a bit similar because they did go for a more aggressive fight in towards their battle from yesterday. So this is something that they have to consider as well. But I would also like to really give it to Divine for my vote, at least. Simply because there were moments wherein they were able to capitalize on certain areas of the map. It's just that it wasn't enough when they did fight it off with Arcane. All right. Here's
Here we
the
go.
answer to our question now.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, so
Let's go.
community prediction says this time it's Always G with 71%. So because that's your prediction, you're gonna go with the majority vote this time.
Yes, like what they mentioned, once a G, always
a G. And we're already starting off with some action here, Paulin.
Yes, and there you go, guys. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the last match of the night between Divine and Always G. And you guys are watching the first ever Soul Master tournament here in Seoul and New World. There you go. Divine right now at the middle. Always G is actually charging in, guys, showing that they have the G, quick vacuum their ESF just to protect them from debuffs. And again, guys, quick charge there, but again, guys, no capitalization. Everyone is playing aggressive here. They want to go in, they want to push back, or they want to push deep on this one. Peerless right now is fearless at the back, making sure that he's getting enough damage, or getting the damage out of the out actually from his teammates.
Okay, so Team Divine here currently trying to push out the turrets, but because of their scattered position, this is giving Team Always G a chance to you know, participate in skirmish fights. So a little bit of peeping, and then on to the next one to defend their turret. But then again, the Team Divine is still holding it off at the moment. But in towards the mining area, however, we do see Team Always G in an advantage point because they were able to collect a ton amount of energy. So right now, let's see how things are going to pan out for Team Divine. As right now, at least in terms of the mining areas, right? We do see the sides of a bit scattered and a bit dispersed.
Yes, we're talking about 29% under the banner of Divide and 71% under the banner of Always G. But check out that scoreboard right now. 1,040 versus 1,070.
Oh, they're
Divine
even.
and Always G is actually even right now in the main battlefield. But again, if you're going to check the mining area, Always G has a full control on their resources now, so they can actually pump their buffs here. They can actually use those crazy skills in order for them to take an advantage. But again, Divine is aware on that one, and then don't want to sacrifice too much. They're just playing within their periphery, trying to lure in the remaining players of Always G. Always G is taking the bait, losing players slowly, but there you go. They managed to catch up. And right now, we are tied up in 1,340.
They're tied up once again, and I feel like Divine were able to use their buffs or their energies a little bit too early. That's why they have lesser amount of energy in comparison with Always G. So Always G, I feel like they're reserving it for a later date, and they're basically just, you know, capitalizing on trying to push for the other lanes. Meanwhile, on the side of Team Divine, they're basically trying to stand their ground at the moment and just getting more of kills as much as possible. And basically, they're not hesitant to spend their energy in here.
Yes, and this is actually one of the things that I really love about this game. We started this tournament that everyone is just pushing at the middle. And right now, seeing this, everyone is scattered around, making sure that they're pushing multiple lanes. They're putting enough members to sustain or to block or to push in one area while maintaining the aggression at the middle. This is the beauty in playing in Seoul and New World. You are getting a lot of new strats, new metas every day or every match that we're having.
And right now, just looking at it as well here, for the side of Divine, they're actually, you know, a bit maintaining an amount of balance here in towards our lanes. They're not also really letting the gap go far. But meanwhile, as well, for Always G, I feel like they do have something up on their sleeves. The mere fact that if you notice that there are less players in towards our lanes, it only means it's either they're scattered towards the map or they are reserving or waiting for the right time to dish out those skills.
Yes, my prediction on this one, we're gonna go on the late game on this one. Full 24 minutes on the timer. And there you have it, guys. Everyone is just pushing around. And Divine right now trying to do a counter initiation. But again, Always G is actually on a different lane. And Airy right now rebuffing here, trying to hit the remaining players on the side of Divine. Divine right now trying to pop the buff, but again, Divine losing the grip. They still have a full roster. Always G trying to push in. Here we go. Dropping big damage. No vacuum. Didn't connect. And as you can see, those AoEs is dropping. They're going to commit right now on the left one. Main battlefield or at the middle here. Everyone is decisive on pushing. They're trying to move on the left side so they can actually divert the attention or divert the AoEs coming on the side of a Divine.
So, okay, as you mentioned, both of the teams are committed in towards the specific lane. Ooh, a PP is used, and right now there are 4 wipeouts during that time. And here we do see a little bit of a sustain that's coming in from Team Divine, or Always G, rather. And then they're actually trying to dwindle out the numbers of Team Divine at the moment. But again, this is still a stalemate. There's no specific lead that's coming in because the points are not that far as well. The thing that we do have to consider are the amount of energy points, because right now we do see Always G with an advantage into that regard. So it's just amount of timing when they will be using these buffs.
Yes, and as you can see right now, Always G trying to push in. This is the time for them to cut up. And here we go, pushing it. But again, they got vacuum here. Quick counter initiation on the side of Divine. Divine right now securing kills. A lot of players on the side of Always G is very low. Trying to drop damages. SF right now securing the players on the side of Always G. They need to get out there. And as you can see, damage over damage right now. Divine losing the grip right now. Always G pushing here, making sure everyone is going to be running this. Wow. The fights are kind of slow, but again, they're sticking with their guns, sticking with their strat. They're just going to be moving in the middle. And here we go. The Soul Master battle fight. The 5v5. Here we go.
All right, let's see who gets to actually be hailed victorious in as they go for that 5v5. But while waiting as well, we do see here a little bit of an advantage for the side of Always G, as they are the ones tower diving this time around. But there is an amount of sustain that's coming in from Sammy and the crew. But now let's take a quick peek of the 5v5 that's happening right now. So look at that. PPs are used, sword formations as well for the stun and to separate the members. Oh, but there is a half HP already from the side of Always G. Let's see.
Sharky?
Divine. Oh, okay, there is a sword, and the one victorious is actually Team Always G.
It's actually Divine.
Is it S3 Always G?
Yes, Divine.
Is it S3 Always G? And then S20 Divine? So, it's
Divine
S3.
actually, S20 managed to secure the win there.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
There you go. So everyone is just charging in. They want to make sure that everyone is surviving this. Let's go.
Actually, so because of that deficit that came in from Always G, now this is a little bit of a comfort for Divine now to at least try and go to different lanes or go for the push. But then at the same time though, Always G here still have their energy to reserve. So looking at the other lane this time around, we do see here that they are actually protecting that tower. But onto the other side, look at that slaughter that's happening here. So right now, let's see how things are gonna go, because Divine is sitting a little bit pretty good here, at least in terms of points.
Yes. And as you can see, actually, Always G is actually shifting their strategy, trying to do split pushes here. They're actually spreading out like split of 15s and 10 flankers on their side. And they're actually just sacrificing the middle right now. The middle right now is not that super important. But again, they are looking for a way or a window where they can actually free hit the towers. And here we go. Quick backup. Mustang is going back on the tower, top tower. Divine going on the top lane. They actually saw that there is going to be a trouble on the north side. But again, they are ready. Always G trying to sustain, trying to drop damage there. But again, that's actually a good sustain coming from Divine. Divine is still healthy here. Always G losing the grip on the north side, while on the middle side, Always G is still holding the middle, but again, there is no tower anymore on the side of Always G. S3, let's go.
So this is going slowly in towards the favor of Team Divine at the moment. So the best thing that Always G has to do is to go for the crowd control. But then this is the tricky part, because even if they do go for the crowd control right now, there is a counterplay that's happening for Divine. So yes, we are seeing right now some wipeouts that are happening and some deaths that is being done. But look at that, PP is to be used, and look at the HP that's being depleted here and the amount of skill sets that Divine is dishing out. They're just capitalizing on the low HP members of Always G, and now they're going in for the attack, but then they're dispersing, they're scattering out through across this middle area just to get that crowd control going, and now they're going in for the tower dive because they know that there are lesser members of Always G who could defend this turret.
Yes, that's leading the charge here on the side of Always G. Again, all eyes on their goal just to take the tower. And as you can see, guys, a few players right now on the side of Divine is just sustaining the middle. Quick ASAP there. People are getting locked up there. Again, you need to get out Irie right now, dropping damage. But again, these three players right now with shield is taking out the rest of the players of Always G. While on the north side, here we go. Log right now, charging in. This is the part where Always G has more numbers. Divine right now is trying to sustain, but again, guys, they need to have the backup. Again, we're talking about like 30% HP on the tower. They need to do something about this, because again, if they are going to be letting Always G on taking this, they're going to be they will have a hard time on defending in their inner turf.
So this is a bit of a, well, you can say at least a reward for Always G that they were able to push through this lane. But then at the same time, though, at what cost? Because I feel like Team Divine is already focused on something, on a different lane, while they are focused on this specific lane, this specific lane. Because if you look at the scores, yes, although they lost the battle here in towards this lane, they technically were able to farm up to compensate.
Yes, I agree on that point. But again, the objective here on the side of Always G is just take the tower. Again, if you cannot take your objective, that means your objective is not.
There you go. They were able to take it down.
There you go. So one
but a cost of their crew in payment.
But yeah, I think that's gonna be a good trade. While everyone's just buying some time right now, their main players of Always G is just scattered around. Plus they have siege cannon. Towers right now is still healthy though on the north side of Divine's area.
Okay, so they were able to take down the turrets, but right now Team Divine is actually going for the defense here this time. I would like to see though what is happening to the other lanes. And as I say it, we do see it right here. So there are the sword formations, the Sword of the West Peak to get that crowd control. And,
Gami!
Sayu as well was able to get a huge contribution on that, but Gummy is still in and alive here to get that sustain. And where is the backup though? That's what I'm trying to identify here. There is the PP coming through, but the survivability of Gummy here, I think he took his precious time in surviving there, maybe enough to buy some time for the other members of Team Divine.
It's actually true. I think as you can see, every time that you're seeing like yellow HP, that is actually the barrier here right now, getting punished there really bad. And Navi staying alone there, but again, guys, quick ass up there, quick damage there, but again, quick PP dropping, but again, Navi still sustaining. He can actually absorb the damage. Asap right now connecting to 2 players, but again, Always G is still surviving this. They have a battle on the north side. The remaining players on the side of Always G is backing up, but again, they cannot kill one player on the side of Divine, sustaining, showing them who is the leader of this match. Wow.
So this is interesting because, again, although we're seeing Always G, sometimes winning out the skirmishes at the same time, but there is an amount of objective that Divine is doing to keep their scores up there. Like, yes, they're not really winning majority of it, but they are grabbing resources for them just to keep this gap into their favor.
Yeah, I like what Divine is doing. They're just sending out their tanky players just to stop or just to delay.
To prevent as well from getting points, you know, to be killed by Always G. So that's like a minus into, you know, collecting points as well.
Exactly. Yes, I like the mindset right now on the side of Divine. They're really playing strategically here, and Always G right now is they're trying to find a way on how they can actually penetrate the middle. And here we go, quick push there. Sami right now, quick vacuum there coming from Izuku's. Izuku's managed to take down like 1 or 2. Second vacuum of the day coming by Izuku's, but again, no one capitalized that. Not enough damage. Navi or Ortica is still surviving. Soyu right now, 3 players is still up, or 3 players is still up in the front lines of Divine. Again, going back to the next stage, which is the north side. We are seeing the battle here. No one wants to give up on this, making sure that the remaining players, or 3 or 4 players on the side of Always G, is still sustaining that area. While Divine, they're actually still on third lane, and they still have, or they're still sitting at 27,000 points.
Feel like they're basically waiting as well for the next soul flag. That 5v5 once more, just to really either for Always G to catch up on points, or for Divine to just, you know, stay in their lanes. So right now we do see a split push coming in from both sides of the team, and Always G trying to capitalize this area. And meanwhile, though, Divine is just look at that beautiful set as well with the Sword of the West peak. But look at that sustain. Depleting their head. they're cooking. They're cooking here. And just like that, a wipeout is to happen in towards the side. Meanwhile, onto the top side. This is the side lane of our map right here. And right now we're seeing, you know, trades to and fro for both sides of the team. But right now, a little bit of an advantage for Always G. But if you're going to look at it once again, they are, in a way, they're kind of letting it happen. The skirmish fight here, just simply because to only obtain a lesser amount of points.
Okay, so let's go ahead and check this again. Divine is sitting at 28,000 points. Always G is sitting at 13k points. Always G managed to destroy the last 2 towers at both I think south side and north side right now, and Divine is still sitting at the 3rd tower before their crystal. Again, let's go ahead and check the timer. We still only have like 11 minutes. 10-minute marker, we will have the next Soul Master fight. And if Always G loses that, they need to play their cards towards that crystal. Because there's no way for them that they can actually win by points.
Yes, that's true. So the best thing that they can really do is to destroy that crystal. But this is the tricky part, because you know, Team Divine was able to gather up points already, and although they were able to destroy the turrets, the question is how are they going to breach the inner turrets if they kind of lack that set points?
Yes. I think the best way to do that is just keep on spreading the forces of Divine, then attack them on the weakest area, which is, I believe, that's going to be on the north side. Once they actually ditch out the middle, they can actually proceed to the north side immediately with a full force and destroy the towers. Again, guys, this is we only have like 10 minutes on our timer. This is going to be really crucial for Always G, because they are losing a lot in points despite of good performance in the mining area. Again, it all boils down who will win on the main battlefield.
Yes, indeed. And I feel like Team Divine is, you know, showing a good demonstration of how to hold a set lane. And as you mentioned here, the Soul Flag is there, and the 5v5 is about to commence. So let's see. So Gummy Bear actually is also going to participate here. So we saw earlier the longevity or the survivability that he was able to execute despite having many members, you know, dishing out skills on him. So let's see how this fight is going to go.
Push there. Quick PP, double PP.
Ooh.
Destroy as fast as they can. This is the plan on the side of Always G, the plan of S3. And it paid off, guys. It paid off. And here we go, guys. We
They're
are back.
even again.
We are back in the scoreboard. Now, Seiya, the question here is, how can they sustain this points versus Divine? For the remaining minutes that we have earlier, they've been losing on points.
Yes.
So Always G needs to find a way in order for them to sustain the points without compromising too much their towers.
This is the problem as well because this is a similar setup from our previous match. Although, yes, they were able to really bank up on the points with the soul flag, but this time they don't have that option anymore.
Yep.
And because they don't, they have to find ways now to really secure themselves. But how can they if they are being controlled by the members of Team Divine? And just like that, Team Divine once again was able to put their names up there and to stabilize their points once again, as look at the wipeouts to and fro that they have been executing. Yes, although they were destroying the turrets, but in terms of the PvP fights, this is where it gets a little bit tricky for Always G.
Yes, we're talking about like few hundreds of lead here on the side of Divine. It's let's make that 2 plus.
2K.
2 plus. Come
2K
on, guys.
because of that
Always G.
wipeout.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. This is your time. Again, reminder for those who's watching right now, whoever loses here will, you know, get to say goodbye.
Yes.
For the tournament. And for those people who's going to be winning in this, we'll be proceeding on the next fight.
Yes.
Again, we're talking about 2,700 points. I'm doing the math actually. And here we go, Divine charging in. And Always G is not afraid to lose anything. They know they don't have enough time to catch up with the points and the fights as well. But again, they're trying to convert the towers here. Here we go. Pushing right now, low HP. They're gonna push, taking the tower.
Okay. So pushing in towards the tower, but they are heavily being sustained in here. And right now, just checking in towards the right side, you know, of our screen here. It's a little bit of dispersed, a more of a scattered play, but there goes the PP, and look at that damage. Look at that crit as well, able to knock them out, and now they are to proceed to go in, for the push. But then again, there is an amount of, you know, defense that's coming in from Always G here. But onto the other side, however, Always G manages to actually catch up onto the scores. Although by a little, although by hundreds, this is, you know, making things work for Always G. They're trying to salvage everything and anything that they can do in their power, and the best way to do that is by numbers. But this is where the tricky part happens once again. Who gets to actually, you know, get those kills, to get those, you know, skills ongoing, and to basically eradicate the team. And so far, at least by 100, like 200s, it's still Divine. You know, it's still
exactly.
Divine.
Yes, that you are correct, Seiya. For this one, if they're going to be taking a tower, that's going to be plus 2,000. Just to give you a heads up, one tower is equivalent to 2,000. And again, we're about to see the next. I think we're gonna still gonna have that master clash later on still. And there you go, Divine right now charging in, leading with 100 points. And I think Always G is doing a good job on lowering the points. And Always G is decided to move on the north side. Everyone is just dropping those skills, SF left and right. And as you can see, PP dropping, but again, they know that they need to do a counter initiation here. ESF is dropping on the side of Divine. Divine right now wiping the remaining players on the side of Always G. And again, Divine capitalizing on that push, pushing their points up to 34,150. Always G We need to wake up, boys. Let's go.
This is one of the closest fights that we have seen today, because we don't know who gets to win at this point. But right now, by 230 points, we do see that Team Divine is leading by a little bit. So anything can happen here and anyone can clutch this. But looking at the mining area though, we do see an amount of advantage on towards the side of Always G at least. But right now in the main battlefield, however, is it right? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it Always G that's advantage here?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But on the main battlefield, however, we do see Team Divine that's doing the magic.
Yeah, speaking of magic, it's really magical seeing these two teams battling out, singing their lungs out, making sure that they're gonna be getting this spot on the next round on our 4th day. But here we go, guys. Quick wipe there. Last 3 minutes and 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, 100 points. Always G. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Divine as well is very composed right now. They are actually composed. They've been winning fights over fights. Mustang is down. One of their ace player is down. Nats as well is still alive.
Oh, no.
And here we go. Always G can capitalize on this. They don't have any Mustang right now.
Oh, no.
And again, quick dive there. Quick damage, guys. And again, quick vacuum there.
Oh.
Nats is still alive. They can push. Lara right now trying to go in, but as you can see at the back lane, they're trying to pick off the remaining players. But again, Always G is ready here to fight it out. Again, Always G is leading 10 points. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, this is the first Master Tournament only here. And here we go, boys.
Divine once again is leading by 20 points. Oh.
20 points. This is a crazy match, ladies and gentlemen.
Who gets to be triumphant at this point? I feel like who really secures this turret are the victors. But right now, looking at both sides of the team, they're not, by far off in towards the points right now, and this is one of the priorities of both sides of the team, who gets to destroy who. And right now it's not really just about killing them at this point. It's really about taking the objectives.
2 minutes, yes, 2 minutes. Again, Always G has a chance on this one. They have like one tower on the side of Divine that's actually like less than 50%. They can actually focus fire that, take that 2,000 on their hand, and just go back to their base. But again, as you can see, the tower here on the side of Always G is getting protected. They are trying to protect this, trying to destroy the remaining players of Divine here, because if they take this, it's gonna be a game over for them.
They were able to destroy the turret team and a wipeout as well there. So this is something that we have to take into consideration. And as you mentioned, because they destroyed the turret, Team Always G has to do the same. I feel like that's also one of the objectives that they have to do again.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Guys, let's go. Always G. Let's put all of our forces there. Everyone raise your hands. Let's go. Always G.
They're trying their very best to destroy this turret right now.
They can actually do it, to be honest. And the remaining players on the side of Always G is backing up here, dropping those skills. They need to pop all of the buff. They need to pop everything here. They need
members
to destroy
of Divine
the tower.
are here.
Divine right now answers back. You cannot pass on this. We're gonna defend this. Last 30 seconds on our timer, guys. They need to put everything on this one. Always G. Gather up, boys. We are here. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Last 20 seconds. But of course, Always G have to fight with all their might.
Always G.
Oh, in the
Always G. Let's go.
on the rear.
Oh.
A lot of PPs just to sustain.
That's the first time that I saw like multiple PPs being dropped at one area. This match is a one heavy match. One for the books, definitely.
The amount of intensity that we have witnessed today.
Boys, let's go. See that scoreboard. 1,438 versus 1,376. Guys, are you not entertained? This is, can I say this? This is the best match so far in the tournament. One of the best match in the tournament, definitely.
I mean,
Dude.
I am speechless because okay, you know what? Let's just go at the stats. I'm speechless. Going back here, as you mentioned, the total number of kills and assists are very close to each other. The only difference, or the deal breaker for this, is that remaining turret. That one single turret that who gets to destroy.
Why you not defend it, bro? Let's go.
And looking at the stats again real quick, I did see earlier that Isaac was able to secure the first place into the main battlefield. And on the sub battlefield, it's also the same. From Team Divine, it's Art Love Cat. So again, it's really safe to say that at least in terms of the PvP fights, Divine already created a statement for that, because we saw earlier that even though that Always G was really putting valiant effort in trying to get a lot of points as much as possible, right? They were able to steal the soul flag. They were able to destroy the turrets from the side lanes. But unfortunately, Team Divine apparently manages to, find their way to be advantageous in terms of points.
Well, to be fair, I just want to give kudos on both of these guilds. I mean, Divine is reacting perfectly on what Always G's
they're cooking.
Strategy.
They're cooking.
Always G, the boys, they're not stopping on switching strategies left and right.
Yeah.
If they're pushing in middle, they're gonna be pushing middle. Then after a few seconds, they're gonna split push.
Yes.
That's how that's how random they are. And Divine, at some point, getting confused, but at the mid part and the late part, they know.
They were able to adapt. Yes.
Yeah, they know. They know what they're doing.
Yes, they were able to adapt to the fiasco that Always G was trying to attempt there. But it is a huge effort as well to Always G, because they didn't really give up until the very end, right? They were able to catch up on the points, and there was a point as well wherein they were leading at a certain at a certain amount, but then it really just goes to show, going back into the basics, which is to destroy the turret, because destroying the turrets, getting your objectives at the end of the day, is the ones that leads you into a better placement or in a better advantage of the game.
Yeah, bro, like this game, like today, is super intense. Like I wasn't expecting that. This is like a top tier caliber guilds. Like
to be fair, it's the losers bracket.
Yeah,
right?
I've been checking my scripts. It's not the finals yet, but people are showing how to do it here.
We're taking notes, guys. We're taking notes,
boys. But again, wow. A lot of top guilds right now, a lot of hype. And this 4 guilds in front of you earlier, guys, is showing the best of the best only here in Seoul New World.
Yes, and again, of course, guys, we're not going to count out our beloved viewers as well, because I do have another question for you guys. So what is the new map introduced in the new expansion? So for those who are playing, you guys know this. What is the new map introduced in the new expansion? Is it the Sea God Island? Is it Keisha Sword? Is it the Cat of Netherworld? Or the Evil Fire Phoenix? So go ahead and comment down your answers to see, and of course get a chance to win as well. Razor Gold Pin.
Yes. Razor Gold Pins, guys. Let's go. And again, guys, we just want to thank everyone who watched from the first minute down to the end one. And this is actually a spectacular fights that we saw earlier, and I'm still shocked.
I mean,
wow.
the same as for me, like again, this is the losers bracket, so I really do understand the hunger that we saw on all of the teams today, because they have shown us, literally a clutch, victories. Into the first match, we saw that Athena, onto the very last seconds, they were able to thrive in with an amount of points, and that's also the similar scenario here with Divine and Always G. That we at a time we were not able to really at least know who gets to win, because it was anyone's game at that point. So this is something that is going to be written down in the history books. For sure. And I'm really excited on what's to come onto the future matches that we'll have, because again, a variety of strategies were shown to us today.
Yes. And at the same time, I just want to say GG, well played on all the guilds who participated for today's match. You guys gave us a one solid fight, or solid entertainment as well, that we actually won't forget. Definitely, this is actually one of the best.
Yes. And this is something I feel like both the upper brackets and the winners of the lower brackets have to look forward to, or have to really analyze well, because at any time and those strategies can be used against them. But then, speaking of, let's look at the updated brackets that we have right now.
And there you go, guys. This is going to be our third day results for the fights right now. Athena taking the win against Nonoy. And on the other side, Divine taking out the boys, Always G. And Divine and Athena will be moving forward.
All right. Okay, so let us see on how these are going to pan out once again, because Fallen Fury, Villain Era, Arcane, and Mid-G are waiting there. So we'll be seeing how they are going to be. But if I'm not mistaken, these are actually our matches on the tomorrow, right? Am I right? Yes, tomorrow. Yes. So the upper bracket ones are the ones that we will be seeing for tomorrow's matches. So this is something that I'm looking forward to, because this is the upper brackets that we're talking about.
Yes, definitely upper bracket and lower bracket. But in the end of the day, everyone had fun, and we had fun. And again, guys, just to give you a heads up for those who's watching right now, you guys are watching the Soul New World and the first Soul Master Tournament. But again, guys, we need to end it for today. But you don't have to worry, because we still have something for tomorrow for the upper bracket, guys. But again, we're going to head out. But again, this is Fallen Sanity, and together with Ciora, we're going to head off and see you on the next one.